Hey Naya, in this video we're going to go over the next song in your book. It's called Looking Glass River. It has a new pattern called the Alberti Bass, which is just a fancy name for a pattern we can do with our left hand. Okay, so it's a broken chord, so we took a 1-3-5 combination, split up the notes, okay, and then what we've done is arrange those three notes into a pattern of bottom note, top note, middle note, top note, which on the piano looks like this. Bottom, top, middle, top. It's a very, very common bass pattern in lots of songs. Okay, and we can do it with different chords. So I just showed you with a 1 chord, which is the example here. You can also do it with a 4 chord, which is the one where you move your thumb up. So here's 1 chord, 4 chord. Again, nice sound. And we can do it with 5-7. So here's 1, 5-7 is the one where you move your pinky finger down. So it's just a fancy way of breaking up those chords that we've been using and putting them into a new pattern. Okay, the song is really pretty. So we're using our Alberti Bass pattern in the left hand and a little bit in the right hand too. And then you have some kind of scale fingering. So if you want to, before you play this song, practice just doing a C major scale. So we go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3 over. As a quick review, we go 1, 2, 3, thumb under, 3 over. Okay, so if you do those, 1 on each hand, if you can do hand scale, that's great. If not, don't worry about it, but that'll help you. Here we have some scale fingering, and here, and that'll help you out with that section. Okay, so when we start, the left hand is pretty much all Alberti Bass, of course, because that's what this song is teaching us. So we start with a 5-1-3-1. Then you notice when we get to here, I'm going to have a 4, sorry, fingers covering, 4-1-2-1 instead. So I start off with, and go to, okay, moving on to the next page, we're only looking at left hand. I'm still going back to my 5-1-3-1, 5-1-3-1, 5. Then I'm going to my 4-1-2-1, 4-1-2-1. Next one is 5-1-3-1-5. Now the right hand in this section takes over, so our left hand becomes a pretty standard whole note. So you start with a C, you notice you have a pedal there, so you get your foot on the pedal. B, pedal change, which you're awesome at from your beach party song. A, pedal change, G, lift off pedal, then we go back down. So for this part, we have to come up to middle C, then we go back down again to bass C when your left hand resumes its Alberti Bass pattern. Your entire left hand for that song. Alright, right hand is where we need that scale fingering. So I'm starting on a middle C. I've got some intervals of thirds, some skips, if you will. So I'm only playing my 1-3-5. So essentially I'm playing a broken chord there too. Now it says light thumb. When we come over here, you're going to do a little crossover like this. Not so much of a crossover, I guess. It's just like a little, like a stretch. You're going to stretch your thumb. Okay, now it says light thumb because we don't want to be playing and then be like, that would sound really awful because there is a diminuendo right here, so we should be quiet there. Okay, so starting on your C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, stretch thumb, 3, 4. Now I'm going to replace that thumb with my finger 2 and have my scale fingering for this next section here. So let's go over that transition again. So I'm here, thumb is stretch, replace with 2, and then go back. And that's right here. Okay, that was that little transition. Okay, so now I'm transitioning from my thumb to my finger 2, being on that B. Okay, when I get to this part, this is where my right hand is taking over the Alberti Bass pattern. So I have a quarter rest, and then I'm still doing my bottom. It's a little bit different. It's bottom, middle, bottom, top, bottom, middle, bottom. So it's, oops, sorry, my camera was off there. It's kind of like a reverse Alberti Bass almost. So you just have to watch your finger numbers. It helps to look in this one that these are all in the spaces. These ones are all in the lines, spaces. So you can see how we're moving down from F to E to D to C. Okay, F, E, D, C. So you're just moving your hand down by 1. Okay, so with that quarter rest at the beginning, or eighth rest, it's going to sound like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 okay? So you notice it was a repeating pattern there. And we just move your hand down the keys one by one until you get to C. Then we change things up one. So when you come to the top, we just go down. Okay? So that is Looking Glass River. You can give it a try. It does have some pedal in it, but like I said, you're pretty awesome at that from your beach party songs, so I don't think it'll be too hard for you. And try if you can to incorporate the dynamics. So try and do your crescendo diminuendos there. And because it is a, you know, it's called river, it's going to be like smooth and pretty, so you really want to watch these nice big slurs in here. Okay? So have fun practicing that, and I hope you have an awesome Christmas vacation, and I will see you in January.